Okay, are we streaming? I'm doing Kerbal. I don't want to do Kerbal this evening. I actually want to do what you call it, Derail Valley, but I haven't done Kerbal for a while, so I'm going to do Kerbal. I'll put podcasts on. Go back to Kerbal. I suppose with Kerbal I can turn off automatic scene switcher, can't I? So I turn off that, stick that on Kerbal permanently. Do we have contract? No. We were going to do something. I got a cup of tea. I'm just looking for something to listen to. Cup of tea. Let's go in. Let's go in. Let's go in. Okay. What's this? Oh, it's this. Oh, it's this. It's got it all the way out here. Oh, it's oh, it brought the tags up, didn't it? Is there something we can deorbit? This has got a lot of fuel on it. We weren't going to use this, were we? Hello, Real Rocky. Hello, Real Rocky. How are you today? I don't know what the hell we're doing with this probe. I think this was going to go outside of Kerbin's sphere of influence. But I'm just using it as a floating fuel tank at the moment. It's got the wolfhounds on it because I know another one I had vectors on it and they just used up too much fuel. So I don't know what to do with this. Could experiment. Stick more fuel in it at some point. Pretty good. What's that? Ferret. Switch to. I'm just seeing what we got in orbit because I want to try and get rid of some of the stuff we got in orbit. Oh, right. This is ready to go out to Minmus, isn't it? No. We got another one that's going to go out to Minmus. Well, this one's come back from Minmus and it's got no Kerbals aboard. Right, this one's come back from Minmus. Okay, leave that there. And it's got a wrong icon on it. It's got a wrong icon on it. Why has it got the wrong icon on it? If we F5 and then undock these and find out why it's got the wrong icon on it. Undock. Right. So what's the icon on this? Go rename vessel. That's got the lander, right? And this is the rename vessel. This is Telford, which is probe. Right. So they got the perfect icons, right? You have a cool story to tell. What's your story then? What's your story? Come on, tell me. What adventures you've been on? It's always good to have good adventure stories. Control from here. T. Yeah, feel free to say your story. And so one day my mum was watching a show and then she heard meows. Meows? Okay. Were they real meows? She and me saw this cute kitten, like teenage, that was hanging around our house. Pretty quickly, they left, but they came back. So not kitten shaped, but actually like miniature cat shaped. You know that transition area. Yeah, I know the type of shape of cat. Sorry, I'm drinking tea. Yeah, carry on. What type of cat? And this time, my brother went and saw a cat face to face. See, I don't like the way that iron engine is like hovering off the. Right, now she named Augustine comes about every other night and might be our indoor cat. We're going to have to make sure no one owns her when doing that. But she is cute. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You got a cat coming. A cat coming. Because cats there's all sorts of reasons why cats can be outside. Yeah, I mean, cats can have uncomfortable homes, and the cat will leave an uncomfortable home, and they'll go to places they feel comfortable or safe, or they'll approach places they feel comfortable and safe. That's nice, because if a cat chooses you, it's a very honourable thing, isn't it? Because a lot of people have cats and then they don't have a comfortable home for the cat, and the cat will actually leave. And they'll go to places they're comfortable. It's like my cat. When I got my cat, she was afraid of people. She was scared and afraid of people. And what I did is she would hide when there's people around. And then I would put a plate of Licky Licks, you know, the yogurt the cats like. and I'll put it next to where she's hiding, and I'll just sit quiet, not making any noise in the kitchen as she would come out. And every night I'd move the plate a bit closer to me, and eventually she came onto my lap, and she was happy then. And you can see how close I am with my cat in the videos I got elsewhere on the channel. Somehow, after playing with her, she hasn't actually triggered my allergies. I love them. This morning, she went by the firewood and used it as a scratching post. As a scratching post, yeah. We got a wooden gate outside. My cat goes and scratches that. Yeah, wood is good for cats. They scratch their claws, because that's a way of releasing tension. Because cats are trying to keep their claws nice and sharp, and wood is what they use. Is what they use in the wild. You know, wood and trees and things. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I hope she does come, your cat. I mean, even if there is an owner, maybe the owner didn't feel comfortable or didn't have a comfortable house or environment for the cats. It's got fuel in it. I don't know what to do with this. I might make a bigger Iron Explorer, come and take all the fuel out of this and then deorbit this. Just see what we got in orbit, see what we can get rid of. We're really happy she isn't declawed, because that's where I live. Where I live is more in the country, meaning there are coyotes everywhere. Yeah, I don't like. That's a horrible thing to do to cats, is declawing them. It's horrible. You shouldn't do it, because it causes them a lot of stress, because the claws are part of their identity, and claws are what they use, and it's their tools, you know. And yeah, it's not very good for the cat. It's not good psychologically for the cat to declaw them. I don't like when people do it. I mean, an occasional trim, occasionally, I don't even not happy about that either. But yeah, never declaw a cat. I mean, even if you are in the town city. Oh, it's this thing. Right, I think I deorbited some of this before. It's like this probe here. What are we going to do with this probe here? Yeah, it makes sense. Luckily, I've trained her when I'm fine with being played with, and when I'm too tired for that. Yeah, I mean, as part of play, you will get a few scratches occasionally, and it's amazing how sharp their claws can be. But yeah, it's not good to declaw a cat. What are we going to do this? And now this thing was the original lander, and I just didn't want to get rid of it, but I think I might deorbit this original lander. Before I had the ferret, this was the lander I used. I might deorbit this. We don't need it anymore. It's got no fuel aboard. No problem. There's no Kerbals. Yes, there are Kerbals here. You don't have much science. Yeah, and I allow it because she has fun. Last night I did get a bit overstimulated and was just clawing and biting like crazy. Good thing she doesn't have a crazy bite. Have you seen it when the cat catches something, you know, like a capture a soft mouse or something? That way they stick the claws in and then bite. It's just, yeah, if you're a mouse, cats are bad news. They can be really violent, and the speed they travel, the speed they travel. I know, we've got a relay antenna there. We don't need all these relay antennas, do we? Yeah, it makes sense. What's further? What's furthest you have gone in this save? Don't know. Let's have a look. Have a look. So furthest we've gone. We've got a couple of things out there in solar orbit. We've got one probe on Juno that's from an old save, so it's before we had the communication network, so it's got no communication anymore. I've gone around one of the small moons out here. I don't think we got nothing out here. Yeah, we got nothing out here. Something. Eve. I think I've done orbits of Eve. There's nothing out here at the moment. I've done an orbit of Jilly. But there's nothing out here. Oh, hang on, there you go. There's something. There's something in orbit of Eve. Something in orbit of Eve. Again, this is probably pre-communications network, so it's got no probe control at all. It's got no probe control at all, no fuel. There's science experiments on it, but it's even got parachutes. Right, we got. It's done an orbit of Gilly, I think, and then I think I got something out over here. Right? In Moho, yeah, I got something around Moho, which is this small probe, and that's it. That's the furthest I've been away from Kerbin. This small probe here. Small ion probe. There's no control over it at the moment, no control. Because these probes were before they put network, you know, the communications in the game. That's it. My cup of tea is empty. My cup of tea is empty. It's got a docking port on it, so we could come over here and pick it up and take it back or something. I mean, it's got an antenna on it. Obviously, I got it out here somehow. I mean, I haven't done much out here, and I'm not comfortable away from Kerbin's sphere of influence. I would rather stay Moon and Minmus. I'd just rather stay Moon and Minmus. We got a little probe on Duna. We got this little probe on Duna. Got this little probe on Duna. There we go. Got this little probe, but it fell over. Again, this doesn't do much. There's no communications. All right, I was looking for stuff to deorbit, but I can't really find anything that's worth deorbiting or bringing back. Because what the problem is, I think that I got too much stuff and it's causing problems in the save. There's a random tank there. What's this random tank? I got too much stuff in orbit and too much stuff on the planet on the Minmus, and it's causing problems. You know, like when stuff we come in late range and stuff loads in and it breaks, it blows up. It's not good. Like there's a random tank here doing nothing. It's a random tank, and sorry, excuse me, I'm burping because I just had tea. We could just randomly deorbit this. Right, there's a deorbiting probe in orbit somewhere. If I can find it. Sol Explorer. See, what the hell's that? Sol Explorer. That's the one. So the one we're looking for is random tank. You know, rename vessel. This goes L93. Yeah, I think there's some mistakes in the calculations or something when doing orbits, and I'm just wondering if it's because we got so much stuff. Right, L93. L93. There it is. Set as target. Okay, it's a lower orbit, so let's do the inclination. Burn and get to it and deorbit it. Because I think I've used this L93 tank to move more stuff around, more stuff out to Minmus and that, and maybe it's gone outside the planet, but I don't need it. It's just a tank doing nothing. Or we don't need it. How do you tend to name rockets? I call them numbers and give them names if they're useful to me. Right, how do you I call them numbers. Like I've got L, launch, L. Like this is launched on a rocket called L72. So it's called L72. So it's called L72. D6 is just this D is like the version of it, and 6 is just like another version of it, because you had mosquitoes, which are rovers on the side. But certain rockets I use a lot, or stuff that stays permanent, it gets a name. I've got a couple of stations which got random names: Cafe Alpha from Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko, and Spacehawk after Spacehawk from Terrahawks, and the rovers I name after insects. So I've got mosquitoes. I call them mosquitoes. The 3 tugs we've got named after engineers. So there's Brunel, Telford, and Eiffel. Eiffel was named after someone in chat, a French person I had in chat when I was on Twitch, and he suggested Eiffel. I thought that's a brilliant name for an engineer. Gustav Eiffel. And what is it? I was going to name mining stations after mines, so I've called one tower after Tower Mine. I think I was going to name one Unity, but I never really got to doing that properly, so I was going to give them proper names. Tower and Unity, because they're mines, name of big mines. So it's a few naming conventions. See, the landers were the Kerbal landers are named after mustelids, small rodent-like creatures. So I've got the ferret, and I think I called the other one either the stoat or something like that, stoat or weasel. So the ferret is the one we use, regularly. If you see my streams, we use a ferret regularly. So L is just like the number versions. Like if I make another launcher, it'll just be L, whatever's next, whatever the next number is. Oh, and the aircraft are called P. The P is for prototype. That's a British convention, whereas a lot of prototype aircraft were named P, and then they had a big P on a yellow circle on the side for prototype. Do you not go live on Twitch anymore? No, I don't go live on Twitch anymore. No, I don't. I don't go live on Twitch anymore. I've thought about going back, but I mean, I had a few regulars on Twitch, which were brilliant. But I don't know. I just because I upload a lot of other videos on YouTube, I thought I'll just try YouTube for a while. I do get more viewers on YouTube, but there is a greater risk of trolls and things on YouTube, and I have had trolls on both YouTube and Twitch. But I'm just on YouTube at the moment, trying to keep all my videos and things on the same place. I still watch Twitch, and I still watch streamers on Twitch. There's like EJ, for instance, EJSA, who's the other Kerbal, the biggest Kerbal streamer at the moment, I believe. I watch his streams occasionally. I used to watch his streams all the time a number of years ago, and although he streams on both YouTube and Twitch, I will go to Twitch and watch his streams on Twitch. But Twitch is absolutely full of adverts these days. I like Twitch because it has channel points. That's where I go live. But I'm thinking about setting it to both. Yeah, if you can set to both, there's no reason, because you essentially. I don't think I got the ability to set it to both. But yeah, you can have audience on two platforms then, but then you're increasing your workload. You've got to monitor two platforms. Like I miss talking with Red in the evenings, who's the Red Panda, who's another Kerbal streamer, although he doesn't stream Kerbal these days. I interact on his what's it called? Discord. That reminds me, I don't advertise my Discord. I got a Discord channel, but I don't advertise it on here at the moment because I'm not sure about keeping it anyway. I know I've had this problem, which I think is caused by these math mistakes in Kerbal, because we've got too much stuff where these orbits don't work. These maneuvers haven't been working. Oh yeah, the ads are a bit annoying, but most I watch aren't monetized, so they don't have it. Yeah, and usually on Twitch I get American adverts. It could be because of my setup here, but yeah, I get American adverts rather than European-based adverts. So it is interesting sometimes watching the adverts. But no, when most of the time when the adverts are on, I just mute or do something else, because when I watch other streams, I say watch. I actually have them on the right-hand monitor, and I'm doing something on the left-hand monitor, or the right side of the right-hand monitor. Weird. At least it means they aren't like Facebook and spying on you. Yeah. It's a bit of Facebook. Yeah, I don't want to get too political, But yeah, Facebook. That's all we'll say about that. Or Meta. There's been a lot of commotion this week about Twitch using people's contents for AI training. And opting out, and everyone's been opted in. And some people are really upset about that, aren't they? But I think it was pointed out that it's because Twitch is owned by Amazon, so they got different sort of incentives. Okay, let's arm this. Set that to target. Let's deorbit this. I bet this tank has been in orbit for a long time. I mean, if we can have a look, how accurate is these? 185 is the year in game. It's been 123 days. Is that accurate? I don't know. Well, yeah, because it's been in orbit 100 days. Right, let's just deorbit it anyway. Yeah, I kind of see why people don't like it. I'm going to play some KSP and put the stream to the side. Okay. I mean, I wasn't sure about playing KSP myself tonight. I think I'd rather play Derail Valley tonight, but I thought I haven't played KSP in a while. Yeah, the reason why I took a couple of weeks off is because it was really warm in here, and I wanted a break anyway. But it was really warm in here. I was having over 31 degrees, 86, 87 degrees Fahrenheit every night. And it's just too warm. I mean, the current temperature in here is 26, so it's a bit warm in here tonight. Yeah, if there's no one in chat, I might put a podcast on the other monitor. Okay, let's grab this, deorbit this. Okay. Control from here. Yeah, I see, that's rough. Where I live, there's no moisture whatsoever, so the heat is less exaggerated, yeah. Yeah, I'm right next to the sea, so that makes any sense. Okay, let's deorbit this. F5. What the 87 by 94. Just lowering the periapsis, and then we'll do A, and then we'll lower the apoapsis. There we go, 82 by 82, that'll do. We'll do the deorbit burn now. I do feel a bit bad taking this fuel tank has been in orbit for a long time back, but then we don't need it. I believe it might have been attached to one of the stations for a long time. Yeah, it was. I remember now. If we go back to one of my saves from 12 years ago, which I've got videos of on the channel, I believe this fuel tank is actually attached to a station. I believe this fuel tank is attached to one of the stations. From 10 years ago. All right, we're bringing it back. Store it. We're not going to put it into the graveyard. We will just deorbit it and scrap it. Wonder where Jeb is right now. Your Jeb, what's your Jeb doing? Have you lost Jeb? Retract solar panel. Retract solar panel. Retract solar panel. Retract solar panel. Yeah, my Jeb is at the VAB. I'm wondering where your Jeb is. My Jeb is a smoking hole just to the south of KSC. Like within the first week of me starting this career save, I killed Jeb, and yeah, Jeb's been there. I don't think he ever got more than suborbital. Jeb's deaded. I think I've only killed 3 Kerbals. Because the career save is permanent. Poor Jeb. Oh, it's still an electric charge. Why is the monoprop not working? Why is monoprop not working? The RCS firing. Why isn't the RCS firing? Got the monoprop. RCS is there. Where's the RCS firing? Something's broken. There's lots of strange things happening in my save because this is a really old save and there's lots of strange things happening. It is fine. Oh yeah, caps lock's on. Yeah, makes no difference. All right. Because this is a historic fuel tank, and I'd like to at least bring it back to KSC, so I'm wondering if, well, it's got 23 kilometers. I wonder if we should bring the little gantry over here and pick it up. We could fly something out here and pick it up. I haven't had any of that happen to me as yet, as I know I haven't been playing KSP as long. I think it happens when saves get really old, or you've got a lot of things in the save. I think it's when you've got a lot of things in the save, a lot of things to calculate, or you have big complex machines, and then you bring another machine within loading range of it, and then it can cause physics issues. I believe when it loads in, we had that on Minmus, which is what bothering me about Minmus, and why I'd like to try and decrease the amount of stuff we've got on Minmus. 50,000 things. Yeah, I wonder if that would have problems. That's a lot of things. Right, where are we after? Should I call it recovery? No, not that one. I don't know what it's called. I was exaggerating for context, probably only 20, but it still feels like that. Yeah, it does become quite unwieldy when you've got loads of things to scroll through, and when you're finding stuff like we were earlier, try and look for things to deorbit. That's what I'm looking for. Local recoverer 2. Just wondering if I can fly this out there and try and pick it up. Now this has a problem where it doesn't take off properly. I'm wondering if we could use the move tool there. Move that up slightly. So it just has a little bit of... there. I'll do. Yeah. We'll go back to there. Save that. Because one of the problems is this, is trying to take off. Because it's got no leverage for... we got to build another one of these. We've got to build another one of these. Well, which Kerbal is brave enough to do it? Valentina has volunteered. So was her, because she's the bravest Kerbal. Right, should we do this? Just wondering about any other changes we need to do to this. Because one of the problems is it's difficult. I start moving the fuel back and forth because we've got a fuel tank there. I start adjusting the fuel priority on that tank back there in order to trim it. So I'm tempted to stick another fuel tank at the front just for trim. Yeah, we've got fuel. We've got 2 fuel tanks there, right? There's 2 fuel tanks there. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit more fuel in here. 240. Well, that's 240 there. So it's a little bit forward trim on it. But then we got to fly out there. Got to fly it out there. So go back to 20. 20. Yeah, I tell you what. We'll just trim it out with putting fuel in and out of that tank there. Right, save this, and we will just change the flag. Oh, hang on, I made a new flag. Where is it? I made a new flag. What did I do with it? I did save it, did I? Where is it? I made a new flag. What did I do with it? Oh, yeah. That one. Like and subscribe. Gotta stick a flag on it. Where are we going to put this? So I don't use these flags because do they go? Are they going to be pressed against the part, or do they just hover off it? Because that bothers me. They just seem to hover off it. Let's just do that so we have at least 1 flag on it. I think you might need a smaller size, yeah. But it's hard to see then, it defeats the purpose. The horizontal one. Can you resize it? Isn't that for transparencies? Yeah. Oh, I see. There you go. All right. Okay. There you go. There's the size. Oh, I don't like it. Don't like it. It's the bar at the top. Oh, there it goes. Orientation. Change orientation. Oh, hang on. So the reason why there's like 5, 6, 7 of these is because they're sized to different size parts, are they? Is that because they're it? There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Stop messing with that. Right, they're sized to different size Kerbal parts, is it? Yeah, okay. So the booster, what is this? What's this? The thumper. Thumper. .25 meters small parts, 2.5 is, yeah, okay, right. Does that fit? That fits, doesn't it? Okay, there's a bit of thing, slightly smaller. There's no change orientation, yeah there is. There we go. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Thank you. Thank you for your help, Real Rocky. Right, save. Just leave that like that. Okay, let's try this now. Valentina's volunteering. Save. Launch. Yeah, my cat isn't in here tonight. The last couple of nights, my cat has been wandering around, wanting attention and wanting to play. Put the brakes on. F5. Right, put some trim. But this doesn't take off properly right until the end of the runway. 5 again. Okay. I'll do a slow save because I want to make sure that Valentina survives. Yeah, when I started the career save, the idea was to never do saves. Anything that happens, but then, you know, that's how Jeb died. But then I killed too many Kerbals, putting them in dangerous situations, so I you know, I thought, oh, I will use saves. Okay. Going a bit off course. I blocked saves in my saves, not reverts though. Yeah, not reverts, you know, just be no reverts unless strictly set necessary. Yeah, see, these control surfaces could be further out, couldn't they? Could be further back and having a bit more control. But it does fly. It does fly. Where is it? We're over there. Hi, Lucas. Yeah, we're just going to pick up a down stage. I was going to do the ground trolley going across there, but I thought we haven't used this in a while, so we're going to use this to try and pick up a down stage. I just deorbited an old fuel tank we had in orbit, and this fuel tank has been in orbit for a long, long time. So although I want to scrap this fuel tank, it's been in orbit for a long time, I decided I would like to get it back to the KSC, but it landed all the way out there. So we're just going to go and pick it up. But this thing is really difficult to get and to taxi around and get underneath, get stages underneath. It's not fast. Because we don't have far to go, I didn't want to put too much throttle and gain too much altitude. Trimming it down, trimming it a decent. Just adjusting the trim, adjusting the throttle. I think when I made this, I didn't have access to the bigger engines. We could put the bigger engines on here, couldn't we? It's more weight to carry. Spindly little pylons there. Yeah, I'd like to make a newer version of this that's going to be easier to trundle around. Maybe something with wheels on the bottom so we can roll it around on the wheels when we land. You know, maybe retractable wheels. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was thinking earlier when I was laying down having a nap, actually, laying down just having a rest, about different designs of Kerbal aircraft. So we might try something later. I wanted to take some of the aircraft pieces and stick vertical engines, not on this, on a different design. I was trying to think of a hybrid aircraft with rocket and jet engines. So I might stick the engines vertically on a different design. We might do that after. I've got to be careful with this because it's not flat, the land isn't flat. I'm worried about stalling it, so I'm just getting a bit of throttle rather than... Right, let's bring the throttle back. Trim. Reduce the speed, reduce speed. The difficult thing with this is taxiing it around. This is really awkward to taxi around. Just concentrate. Put the brakes on and then save it. Do a save. Quick save. I'm back. I'm going to eat dinner. Okay, so thank you, Real Rocky. Thank you for being here as well. Thing is, we've got the deorbit stage and the fuel tank. The fuel tank's more important. I'd like to just get that back to KSC. I mean, if we only just bring the fuel tank back, you know, because it's a really old part. It's been in orbit for a long time. I'm sure it's, I got saved from more than 10 years ago with the same fuel tank. Judicious use of the brake. I pressed C, didn't I? B. Let's put the brakes on. F5. Okay, tracked that. We don't need that. We'll try and bring it all the way back, but I can't guarantee we'll bring it all back. Yeah, this has been awkward to trim when flying with loads in the past. Oh, I got a cat behind me who's eating biscuits. She's just come in my room eating biscuits. So she might scratch my chair any second now and want attention. Alright, so F5 that. Let's try this now. We did press F5, didn't we? Okay, let's try this. Watch it now, it's not going to extend far enough. Oh, it doesn't extend far enough. Oh, okay. That's not going to work. Hang on. These cylinders here are a bit spindly. Oh, I know. I think I know how I did it last time. I know how I did it last time. Retracted the gear. can push that into the center, push that. Get it centered, right. Get it centered. F5. No, doesn't do it. I'm sliding downhill. Alright, we're gonna have to taxi around, don't we? Try again, make another pass. Without falling over. Oh, I'm pressing V all the time. Rather than brake. Can't reverse, so I could reverse thrust, but there's 5 engines, and I haven't set up the the keys so that it'll activate reverse thrust. It's just easier to go around. At least I thought it was easier to go around. And if I do it two hands, I've put my. If I do it two-handed, because I'm using the keyboard. Might have gone too far, might have gone too far. Oh, cat on desk, cat on desk. She sat right in front of the keyboard, cat on desk. What's the matter? What do you want, kitty? She had attention earlier. You could do with a brush, couldn't you? Hang on, it's cat on desk. She sat right in front of the keyboard. Hang on, where's the placeholder? I gotta remind myself there's no auto scene switcher on OBS right now. Can you hear her purr? Can you hear her purr? Yeah, there's some short videos. I'll put some short videos of her on the channel this week for playing, and she found a piece of silicon, like pulled it from the side of a door or something. And she was playing with it, and she just found this piece of silicon. She was playing with it on the kitchen floor, so I got a video of her playing with it. I don't know where she found it. And I since found another piece of rubber sealant or something, and she plays with that. So I've got 2 videos of her playing with unconventional toys on the channel shorts this week. Right, I'm going to take a break just to see what she wants. Maybe she wants to grab something to eat. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Patience. Yeah, she's cute playing with it, wasn't she? Picking up my keyboard, right. Where's Kerbal? Kerbal. Right, if I switch back to Kerbal, switch back to Kerbal. Right. Yeah, thank you for your patience. Zoom flight. Yeah, we're sliding downhill, aren't we? Sliding downhill. So we're going to have to go earlier. Hello, Gary. Right, if we extend the gear again and go around again. I know it's annoying people for me going around rather than reversing. Yeah, we're just picking up a down stage and trying to fly it back. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, Gary's just come here. I was just explaining to Gary that that fuel tank has been around for a long time. I just deorbited it. It's like it's been in orbit for more than 10 years. No, 10 human years. And I want to get it back to KSC. We're not going to keep it. We're just going to scrap it on the runway. But I'd still like to at least get it to KSC. And it landed out here, so I thought we'll fly it back. But just trying to pick it up. Yeah, it might be easier to come on it upslope, but the problem is all the fuel is in there, and then you know, try and get the centre of gravity right. I suppose it doesn't matter really. Yeah, next time if we don't get it this time, this is our third pass to try and pick it up. Then we'll come at it from a different angle. We really need to make a better vehicle than this to bring them back, to bring these parts back. I mean, if it doesn't work, we could always trundle over here with the ground gantry crane. Yes, when we retract the gear. Right, that might do it. It's sliding downhill. This is sliding downhill slightly. Right, wait till that comes across there, and then we'll. Still sliding. Right, let's hold it like that. Right, grab it. Got it. Okay. the brakes on, extend the gear. Okay, I'm going to do an F5. Make sure we're controlling from here. Control from here. We'll lock that and shut down the engines. It's locked anyway. Right. We'll turn off the torque there, turn off the torque there. Where else? What else do we do? There's torque here, which we can turn off as well. Torque. So we've got fuel back there. This means the CG may be a little bit forward, but then we don't have to get fuel out of that tank there. Let's extend those out just in case anything comes off. F5. I'm tempted to do a slow save as well, just in case. Right, we're controlling from here, F5. Why is the rudder out there? Oh, yeah, we don't need that on. I know, I had stabilization SAS on. We don't need SAS on. Right, we'll put a bunch of trim on there so we can see the elevators, the elevons at the back there. So they're just elevators, right. At the back, they'll put a bunch of trim on it. F5 again. Right, we'll throttle up and see what happens. Z, B, off we go. Flying back now through the air at 61 miles an hour, looking good. Thing is going to hit a train scene, brake. It's okay, it's okay. Escape as long as you got the launch that stage. It's okay, it's okay. And yeah, we're fine, we're fine. That bit, we didn't need that bit anyway. As long as the Valentina and that fuel tank is safe. Yeah, we didn't need that bit anyway. It does require a lot of trim. So I'll tell you what, we can increase the fuel usage from that fuel tank there to push the trim forward a little bit. Actually, we need to bring the trim back, don't we? So let's decrease the fuel usage from there. Do we need to bring it back? Hang on. Because we've got a lot of elevator on there. So it means the CG is a bit forward. Oh, Valentina, you can do it. Valentina is still aboard. Valentina is still aboard. Because the picture's not down there. It is. Might have to go around. Might have to go around. Don't want to stall, so a bit more throttle on it. Brilliant. Look at that. Did something just fall off then, or was that a bit of a shadow? Right, there we go. Why is it moving around? See, like I was saying earlier, there's lots of weird physics and things going on with my save. Like, why the hell's it moving? Brakes are on, throttle's down. So what's going on with this? Oh, recover vessel. And Valentina disappeared. It's a brilliant design, really. It works. It works great. I make sure crew. There you go. Valentina's still alright. Okay. Wow, I was given a solid 3/10 for this landing. Lack of confidence. It's perfect. It's a really good machine. It works well. Okay, anyway, you've got 100% the value. Yeah, what I'm doing with this stream this evening, Gary, is just we had so much stuff in orbit, and I was getting physics problems, especially when we were on Minimus, and I thought we've just got to try and deorbit some stuff and bring it back. I'll be honest, it might be an orbit KSP minus Valentina disappearing. For me, the wheels are really slippery. Yeah, they are really slippery. I'm not sure because they got traction control and things on the wheels. I'm not sure if it's messing around with those settings. But yeah, it was just moving around. What else are we doing now? What else are we doing? Because we've got to try and deorbit some of the stuff, because we've got an old lander in orbit of the moon. It's like before I had the ferret lander, I had that prototype lander. And I thought we could try and bring that back and deorbit it. All right, see you again, Gary. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, one of my old landers is in moon orbit, and I might just deorbit it and bring it back. And where is it? By there? Oh, there's fuel tanks on it. Actually, we've got a use for those. So we could bring a Kerbal out. We've got an engineer aboard. No. Because we could take those off. Put them in storage. So I was going to bring this back and deorbit it. I was just wondering about taking parts off it and sending them to Minmus. Because we've got the fuel things, the fuel cells. fuel cells. We'll have to have a look at Minmus, actually. See, when we go to Minmus, I'm worried about this physics thing where you go into... when you come in range of something and other things can blow up. So much Diplodocus. Switch to. Yeah, the moon crane's named after dinosaurs, because was it Real Rocky was asking earlier about names? So the moon cranes are named after dinosaurs. So this is Diplodocus. And you had Europasaurus and other things. The sauropods specifically, because we got that mining rig there, which hasn't got a name. This space blimp mining rig needs a name. And I was wondering, this needs power. The problem with this, it doesn't have enough power, so we're going to have to put more power on it. And I was just wondering if we'd had, fuel power things. Oh, and these rovers need a fuel solar panel on top. There we go, that's the other Europasaurus, it's the other moon crane. This one's already got fuel cell arrays on it, but the big ones, can a Kerbal move that? Because I was going to take this apart for parts with Kerbals. I was going to take this one apart for parts. There's a docking port on the bottom there. We could pick up this whole section and put it on top of there. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Thinking. Because we can use Diplodocus can pick these up. That's why we've got the docking ports on top. It can come over and pick these up. Picky picture. But would it work? It might. As long as this is docked to there, then the power from here would help. But what I was going to do is just bring Kerbals over here and take all the batteries off. And maybe that's all we need, is just taking the batteries off, because it's got lots of batteries on it. There's only one Kerbal on the moon at the moment, and they're a pilot. Useless. They're not even a scientist, they're just a pilot. Just a pilot. All right, we could get Kerbal to the moon and just pull the batteries off. Just pull the batteries off. Now we've got to do something to decrease the amount of stuff in orbit. So I would like to deorbit the old lander. Well, what's these? What are these? Why are these? What is this? What is this? What is this? Because there's been some contracts to repair old satellites and stuff, and they're still in orbit. We've done old repair satellite contracts. Because this isn't a relay, is this? Well, it's got Communitron. Well, that's Communitron. It's not a relay, it's a Communitron. So why do we need this here? Why can't we just deorbit this and bring this back? It's not a relay, is it? It doesn't function as a relay. Am I getting that right with these parts? These don't function as relays? Because this can't move itself around. It can just move, and it can't move forward. It's just got... Yeah, I don't think they do. So they're both Communitrons, Communitron 88 and the Communitron DTS M1, right? I keep forgetting there's like an encyclopedia in Kerbal where you can look up the parts in game. Where is it? There. So what I want is the location, space travel, rocketry, communication network, ComNet. Yeah, see, none of these are ComNet interface. Control links, transmission, relays. It doesn't function, none of these function as relays. Range. I think the non-relay antenna can do one signal bounce, but I could be wrong. So maybe we should just leave it for the time being. I mean, we can try and... What if we went out there and try and... is there anything close to it? Because these ComSats, I think I did put relay antennas on, didn't I? Come on, load. There's another thing about big save. Loading takes longer. Yeah, see, that's a relay antenna. Yeah, it says relay antenna. Plenty of fuel on board. I don't know what the hell we're doing with this. It's just functioning as a relay antenna, isn't it? Relay tank. Switch to, what is this? L77 relay tank. There you go, so a fuel tank with a relay antenna on it. Because that is a relay antenna. Has this got fuel in it? No. There. I mean, I wonder if we can switch to something like, if we switch to this one, will it bounce? Will it relay through that? Probably not. It'll go straight to Kerbin. See, that's got a relay antenna on it, and this one's one of the repair contracts. See, it has a link there. It's got a link there, but then that's that one communicating with this rather than this communicating with that. So I think this one we have no need for. We've always got this one out here anyway. But then, you know, they're moving in different orbits. So I'm thinking about getting that and deorbiting it. They've put all that network on. Well, is that stuff going through it or what? Or is it just this communicating with other things? I don't know. There's nothing in here about parts, is there? I find it hard to read pieces of text like this. They go on for too long and I get lost. With the correct equipment, a vessel can transmit its science data back to Kerbin via ComNet. The higher the signal strength, the more the science results from the transmission. Okay. The higher the signal strength, the more science results from the transmission. It's always better to return the data than transmit it, but a strong signal can make a lot of difference. Conclusion, signal strength, yeah. Relays, right. Sometimes you're unable to get to control point due to extreme range or because something is out of the way. Relay antennas allow the signal to be bounced from a vessel to a relay or boost the signal strength by a low power relay. It doesn't say, does it? Maximum range 210 communicates square root of the product of the powers. The antenna power is divided into 6 classes. Most antennas can combine their power with each other on the same vessel. However, doing so has diminishing returns. Well, does this mean that like communications do function as relays, but only in short range? Is that maybe what it is? Because this just looks like a bunch of numbers. I'm not sure I understand this. Class 0 antennas, the internal antennas on part and probe course, and other classes standalone parts. DSN has 3 power levels. Or is this just the range of normal antennas? I don't know. I don't think we need it. Maybe. Either way, we don't need that old lander. So this is another thing, and I've actually made this one. Well, we could come and pick this one up and bring this one back. This one's got an ion engine on it. Did I make this one? What's it called? No, Yes, Moon parallel third generation time phase. Because I used to have a script to make random names for products, for things, and parallel third generation time phase is one of the things that came out. I'll tell you what, let's get this back on its own, under its own power, because that's not a communications antenna. It's a communications antenna, but not a relay. Well, let's bring this one back and try and deorbit it. Trying to add maneuver. Right, where's periapsis? Over there. Eight, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whoops, next maneuver. Although it's got a little iron engine, so it'll probably take a year to do the burn. Oh no, it's working. It's working. I guess it doesn't have a lot of mass. So has it spent 56 years in orbit? Is that what that means? Okay, let's bring this back. You're about to orbit Midmus. Minimus. Minimus is there, Moon's here. What's the time? What time is it? Nanji this car. Oh, it's 2:47 in the morning. Scratch my ears. Right. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Okay, there's apopsis, periapsis, and when you get periapsis, we'll set to stability assist to go straight, and then we'll do deorbit. Not deorbit burn, just circularization. Then we'll launch the number 72 launcher to come up here and get this. F and Z. Oh yeah, I was mentioning earlier, didn't I? I wanted to do another aircraft design. So I want to work on a different aircraft design later, if I remember, if I don't get too tired. A hybrid aircraft design. Something that's not too dissimilar to an SR-77, a Saunders Roe SR-77, which was a hybrid fighter prototype with vertical engines, as in they had a rocket and a jet engine. Got enough fuel, haven't we? Yeah, loads. It makes like dual visible from Kerbin in a realistic way. Like how you see the planets in real life. What does? Yeah, iron engines take so long, don't they? Still at quite a high angle and of inclination. So I wonder if I should change the inclination. We're almost circularized. I'll do. Right, let's choose where's what you call it? The other station. The one there, Cafe Alpha. Set as target. Set as target. And we'll do the inclination change. Inclination change closest to apoapsis has the best effect. So that's an ascending, we'll do a descending. Walk to there. So that we're wasting less fuel when we bring the thing up to deorbit this. One 8.7. The station is now a good orbit around Minmus. Well done. So you're putting the station in Minmus orbit. We could do the station in Minmus orbit. Then that means putting more stuff. Hi, Cryptic. Hi, Cryptic. To fill you in, we've been deorbiting random parts that we don't need because I'm getting like physics errors in the game. I'm sure I am, and I think it's down to having too many useless parts, not doing anything. So I'm just deorbiting random things like this satellite at the moment. How are you, Cryptic? Right, what's this one called? Rename vessel moon. Parallel third generation time phase. Okay, we'll go back to the space center and then bring something up to deorbit this. Stretch it. Stretch. Yeah, how long will we be streaming for tonight? 2 hours, 8 minutes already. Right, so we launched our number 72, rocket number 72, so the 72D4, I think it is. And then we'll deorbit that. Dang. What's happened, Real Rocky? Last I heard from you, you were sticking a station in Minmus orbit. D4. Oh, D4 had the relays on it. So it's just D3 we need. So it's just D3. I'm going to now try and dock things to the station. I was saying, dang, because you said this stream had gone on for 2 hours. Yeah, I didn't think it'd gone on for 2 hours, but it's on for 2 hours. I think it was messing around trying to fly that fuel tank back. Feels like 5 minutes. And we did have a break because there was a cat on the desk. Yeah, when I was downstairs, I gave her a licky licks. That's what she wanted. I did open the door to see if she wanted to go out, but she didn't go out. So she ended up having some treats. I don't know where my cat is at the moment. My little kitty. Okay, T, throttle down, press F5, and get ready to take this into orbit. just concentrating on getting this to orbit, because I was messing up some of the launches on recent Kerbal streams. Aim to be flat by about 56. I think was the rule of thumb. There's 50. So when that reaches around about 80, I'll cut the engines. Engine, it's just one. There we go. We can coast. Coast for a while. We're at 55, 56. We're almost in orbit, almost in space rather. It's at 69, almost 70. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button to press Z rather than X. Oh, well, it's okay. It hasn't messed up our orbit too much. Sorry, I was just blowing my nose. Right, what are we going to do with this? We've got to go out there and pick up that stage, that relay, wherever it is. Got to find it first. There it is. Set its target. Descending node. So we need to set ascending. Okay, let me cue something else to listen to on the other monitor. Close that window there. What was I just listening to? That one. Oh, you have your lander designed. Is that for Minmus, Real Rocky? I call my lander minimum 1 lander because landing on Minimus has to be bare minimum stuff on it. It's a logical thing, minimum for Minimus. Okay, got it. It's got some fuel. We can get money for the xenon gas so we can bring it back, can't we? Oh, if we put throttle, we're going to throttle two engines. We've got to take this engine out. I'm just looking at periapsis, that's all. Getting it down to about 80. Okay, let's get ready to deorbit this now. F5. And those solar panels are going to break any second now. Are those solar panels going to survive? Slowing down? Oh, there they're gone. They're gone. And getting your route set to minimus. You're sending more stuff out there. Oh, you're taking the lander out there. Are you real Rocky? This happened last time. Like, hang on, they got. Why isn't the RCS firing? See, this happened last time. The RCS wasn't firing. See? So the stability is on, and yet it's not firing the RCS. Weird. Yeah. So SAS is on, RCS is on, and yet the RCS isn't firing. See, and if I use the RCS manual here, it works. Oh, hang on, I'm not using it right. It's my fault. It's my fault. I had it set wrong. Sorry. There you go. It's my fault. There you go. It's working now. So how long have I been streaming for? 3 hours. No, it's 3:27 in the morning. I've been streaming for 2 hours 39 minutes. I am getting a bit hungry, so I'm wondering about taking a break and getting something to eat. But we'll have a look yet. We'll have a look at what else we can do in Kerbal. Alright, let's cover this. Oh, we've still got the launch stage to recover. Oh no, I timed warp too fast and missed Minmus. Happens. It happens. Accidentally hitting time warp or accidentally hitting throttle and Z and X. No, it's human error. Human error. Right, just in deorbit burn. It's too easy to make that mistake, isn't it, Real Rocky? It's too easy to make that mistake. We've all made that mistake. we're not going to get 100% of recovered parts. Because I think we found out last time if you something lands here, it doesn't get 100% from recovered parts. Well, I think we found out we don't get 100% from there. You only get 100% on the motorway, the runway, or the thing. Oh, that's a mod. That's a mod. It's not. It's the mod that Gary Blue, who was in here earlier, he made it, and this has actually got a terrain alarm, and he wanted me to test it, so that's what it is. I just left it going. Landing call out sync rate. Yeah, Gary Blue made it. It's the mod that he made. Oh, and he did this skin for us. It's got my little kitty in it. It's got my little kitty. And it's called something. It's Curb Note, something like that. Curb Note. Right, recover vessel, and this won't give us 100%, I believe, even though it's on KSC. Yeah, figured parts 98% of value. Even though it's right next to the runway, it's 98% of the value. Okay, you need to find other bits we can deorbit. Comes out one. Oh yeah, that functions as a relay. I'm just looking at some other satellites. Just move some of these comsats to a higher orbit. I think they'd be better served at a higher orbit. was wondering what that noise is. It's raining outside. It's raining quite heavily. And there's another noise behind me. There's a cat eating biscuits. Right, so one ComSat put in a different orbit. Try and get it away from Kerbin. Okay, here's another ComSat. Okay, if my cat wants attention, I'll end the stream because we've been going on for 3 hours. Right, where's the other ComSat? ComSat 2. They've got ComSat 2 and ComSat 3. ComSat 2. Right, we've got the third ComSat. We'll stick in a different orbit. Just trying to clear up the low orbit around Kerbin, that's all. Okay, ComSat number 3. We've got to find it now. There it is. Why do I always have the same lander design every time I make a lander? Well, I mean, I guess it's what you're used to. Is it a lander you're competent with? I mean, most of my landers are follow a similar design, but they're not all of them. You know, it's what works. I mean, it's not just the design you're thinking about. It's also about the usability and other things, isn't it? Okay. Where's the other? I wonder if it's possible to make something that can land on Minmus, and yet you can aerodynamically land it on the runway. You know, like a glider. Maybe. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as the lander works. Remember, the primary job of the lander is to land. Oh, hang on, we ran out of fuel. I just wondered why this thing wasn't moving just now. We ran out of fuel. It's okay. What are we going to do with this? Because one of these is not suitable for being used and needs to be deorbited. Well, this one looks fine because it's got roll. I'm looking at the vernier engines on the side. So we've got roll, we've got pitch, we've got forward and back. It's got no fuel on it. So I think the idea was this, to push stages out to other planets. I think that's the idea. Minmus crane. There's an old Minmus crane in orbit. We can deorbit that. Oh no, it's just a launch stage. It's a launch stage. Oh, and it's got no fuel in it. All right, we can deorbit this. Right, it's a launch stage with no fuel. We can deorbit this. Right, sorry, I was just getting distracted by my phone. Oh, good night. See you tomorrow if you're playing KSP. All right, Real Rocky. Yeah, what my intention to do is to try and switch back and forth between Derail Valley and Kerbal Space Program because I quite enjoy Derail Valley. So I don't know about tomorrow night. But thanks for dropping in, and I'll see you again. I'm going to be finishing off now in a minute once we've deorbited this launch stage, launch stage is in orbit. Because I'm hungry now. I've been streaming for 3 hours 7 minutes. All right. Thanks for being here, Lucas. Thanks for dropping by. Like I said to Real Rocky just now, I'm not going to be here for much longer. I'm gonna take a break as well. Well, thanks for chatting. Gotta find this thing. There it is. Right, that's what we need to deorbit. Minimus crane sets target. Okay, we've been playing Kerbal for long enough. I think we brought everything back. We decreased some of the stuff that's in orbit, so it's time to take a break. It's 4:24 in the morning. We've been streaming for 3 hours 36 minutes. I know we've done 5 hour plus streams in the past. I've done a lot longer than that on Twitch. I swear I've done. I can't remember how long it was. It was a long time. I think it was like 20 hours or something. But I did it in 2 sessions over a day. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm tired. It's time to go to sleep. Well, not go to sleep. I'm going to have something to eat, and then maybe I'll have a nap. See, I don't know what I'm talking about now. Right. Where's placeholder? Placeholder. Time to stop streaming. Don't know who's watching. Hang on. Because I was streaming for a couple of days. I'm forgetting my process. I got to go through who's chatted. So we had Lucas, Real Rocky, Cryptic, and Gary Blue came in here earlier. Yeah. All right. It's time to stop.